highway laughter, I remember it well. 4 o'clock coffee, some all-night place. And I'm sorry, hitchhikers, we like to stay to ourselves. We'll need gas here by morning, we can wash our face. Not so long ago, hey, remember Mexico, where the highway feels like just another road. I've got to roll along. Maybe we're only lovers, maybe the sun won't rise. If it's so bad to say forever, let's make it a long, long night. Well, I wasn't born a fool, I was the second son. And it's a fool that believes that he's the only one. You're the high side of the melody in a faraway song, and I'll linger on the harmony even though the songs have been sung not so long ago. Remember Arkansas, it snowed. Now the music feels like just another song. I've got to sing along. Maybe we're only lovers, maybe the sun won't rise. If it's so bad to say forever, let's make it a long, long night. Not so long ago, remember Mexico, now the highway feels like just another road, and the music feels like just another song. I've got to sing along. Maybe we're only lovers, maybe the sun won't rise. If it's so bad to say forever, let's make it a long, long night. I'm missing you, could be I'm lazy, don't want to try nothing new. It's a game of hearts, let the cards lay where they're falling. Baby, if you got money to spend, don't lay odds. I won't be round again, I just ain't in the mood. I'm too tired to be gambling. But maybe I'm the kind of gambler who burns his hand on a brand new moon. Luck runs pale in the afternoon, and he suffers the cold like the old folks do. But any gambling man will know he's never played for love or gold. Let the game don't end, pick up what you win, lay down cards and sound of goodbye, the keys on the door, the sound of the road, of the dice on the floor. I'll raise and you'll call, now pass and you'll fold. So honey, just deal them all around again. But babe, I ain't been lying to you. I just play this game like the gamblers do. And I think it's a shame, bad luck ain't to blame this time. Maybe I'm the kind of gambler burns his hand on a brand new moon. His luck runs pale in the afternoon. He suffers the cold like the old folks do. But any gambling man will know it's ever played for love or gold, that the game don't end. You pick up what you win and lay down your cards and go. Sound of goodbye or the keys in the door, the sound of the road or the dice on the floor. I'll raise and you'll call, and I'll pass and you'll fold. So honey, just deal them on round again. But babe, I ain't been lying to you. I've just played this game like the gamblers do. I think it's a shame, bad luck ain't to blame this time. Now, hey, little rider, who you been talking to? Would you feel any better, girl, if I'd lied to you? I'll tell it to you like she told it to me. The woman I love is running free. Only promise I'll make to you is the sea is green and the sky is blue. Hey, little rider, who said I'd be fair? Well, if we had that conversation and mama was not there. Stop looking at me and stop looking at you. It ain't last night, it's this afternoon. Brand new bottle, just crack the seal. My legs will bend, but I won't kneel. Hey, straight little rider, well, your coffee tasted fine, but hell, it's only coffee. Last night you fed me wine. Well, I tried to tell you who I was and you just wouldn't listen. Missing me is wrong because she's the one I'm missing. Now hey, straight little rider. Yeah, I tried to tell you who I was and you just wouldn't listen. Missing me is wrong because she's the one I'm missing. Old friend Pete's in Tennessee, Nashville, turn around. Friend Vince, well, he went out east to think it out. Still down in East Texas, holding each other up with a smile, drinking coffee in the morning and anything at night. And the sun, like some old outlaw, feeling his way west. He's been up all day, figured he's done his best. Oh, but don't let the sun tell you he's the only one around, 'cause when he goes, another face shows itself. Well, East Texas moon shining down on rooftops, yes, and backyards, beer joints, dogs barking at fine. An East Texas moon, it's almost Louisiana, Lord, but not quite enough light to stay between the lines. This late night movie, Lon Chaney and me, well, we've gone through this before. Sunday paper lays wasted on the floor. Here comes old 3 in the morning, and he's laying down the same old lines. I got to admit the company he keeps, they're about the same as mine. And it looks like maybe I'm losing myself again tonight, somewhere between what's real and what just rhymes. Yes, no grave faces, all trade places, and the lost and found. And telephone calls are like old postcards with sound. Well, East Texas moon, almost Louisiana, Lord, but not quite enough light to stay between the lines. An East Texas moon shining down on rooftops, yes, and backyards, and beer joints, and dogs barking at fine. gets word from the cafe that the old man's ailing. Well, his eyes are paling, the weather took his hand. They say the ring on his finger, well, it was shaved from a bone, from some white man in Missouri that spilled whiskey on his wife. And he has traveled in a sacred circle, and he has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger, his buffalo brother. He's killed for anger and a white man's name. And his name was Joseph Cross, and he was raised by the mission, just one of 100 Indian boys who wouldn't tie his shoes. He cried the night his grandpa died, and told him in a vision to stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake, to stay close to the ways of the grizzly. He has traveled in a sacred circle, and he has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger, his buffalo brother. He's killed for anger and a white man's name. In the 1919 chill of December, well, the bear and rattler they call sleeping hardly breathe. And it's a penny to the kitchen boy, run get Sister Lily. Now you tell her that old Indian, well, he's sleeping hardly breathe. He has traveled in a sacred circle, and he has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger, his buffalo brother. He's killed for anger and a white man's name. You know that someone said it just weren't right to give him a white man's funeral. And someone said they just as soon as not float him on down the river. Yeah, but no one touched the ring, no one said a thing about his chest, where it looked like a bear had ripped him and a rattler kissed his cheek. He has traveled in a sacred circle, and he has traveled on a white man's train. He's killed for hunger, his buffalo brother. He's killed for anger and a white man's name. Because his name was Joseph Cross, He was raised by the mission, just one of 100 Indian boys that wouldn't tie his shoe. And he cried the night his grandpa died, and told him in a vision to stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake, to stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake. Stay close to the ways of the rattlesnake. Stay close to the ways of the grizzly. Well, the moon's holding whiskey, let's get drunk with the stars, dance with the hobos and then ride the land car, keep time with thunder when the lightning's past. It's midnight motion, mama, let's make it last. Let's do anything that we might need, make us any less lonely. Well, there's two of us, we can't be lonesome. Mama, won't you let me see you smile some? Streets of the city are a feather bed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Keeps me hungry, but she keeps me fed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Well, the sunrise leaves me cold and pale, headlights rain on me. Sundown finds me fast and clean, smiling without warning. Bartender's talking with his eyes, drinking my boys' clothes and ties. Well, the moon just landed on my head. Streets of the city are a feather bed for me. Streets of the city are a feather bed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Keeps me hungry, but she keeps me fed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Of the city are a feather bed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Makes me hungry, but she keeps me fed. Let's get lost in the lights tonight. Let's get lost in the lights. Days out of Mobile, 3 days without a bag. There's a knock at my door, throw your things on the floor and tell me about them times you had. You said they wasn't bad, they wasn't special. It's just the stories I found in these hurricane towns, lost in the barroom shuffle. Carmen plays mellow daylight with his fingers flying. You keep time, he will play them blues from his hat to his shoe. He laughs with you nearly every time. Told me one about the Alamo bar. He'd been sleeping in his car, the right-hand side of Highway 49, taking him too far. He said she wasn't bad, her name was Ruth, a little older than he liked. It'd been some time, near his get his blind, you turn out all those lights. Carmen plays her in mellow daylight, light, with his fingers flying. And she keeps time, and he will play them blues from his hat to his shoes. And he laughs with Ruth nearly every time. 3 days out of Mobile, 3 days without a bag. There's a knock at my door, throw your things on the floor and tell me about them times you had. And you said it wasn't bad, it wasn't special. It's just the stories I found in these hurricane towns, get lost in the barroom shuffle. It's a shuffle, listen to it shuffle, listen to it shuffle. It's a barroom shuffle, can't you hear it shuffle? Listen to it shuffle, it's a barroom shuffle, can't you hear it shuffle? Listen to it shuffle, listen to it shuffle, can't you hear it shuffle? Listen to it shuffle, it's a shuffle. Listen to it shuffle, can't you hear it shuffle? It's a barroom shuffle. Listen to it shuffle, now listen to it shuffle. It's a barroom shuffle. She's as wild as a hobo, dreaming how it used to be. When he'd hear that whistle screaming, he'd come running through the trees. catch a ride to anywhere, hell to the moon, there's trains up there. Yeah, she's as wild as a hobo dream. You know, she talks like she's from somewhere else. Could be Texas, maybe further west, where the streets are wide and dusty from the chilly winds unrest, where young girls smile from Chevrolets dressed in their Sunday best. Yeah, she talks like she's from somewhere else. Yeah, she's as soft as a river lights, shaking loose the river night, where the whiskey drinking young boys, they get a little bit too loud, where the old men go for fishing, they don't tell their wife. Yeah, she's as soft as a river light. She's as fast as a red-maned stallion. She's as quick as a cowgirl's heel. She's as warm as a desert flower, Lord, and she's as cold as a hometown jail. Yeah, she's everything I've told you and some more. You know that I just need her, I don't know. She's as fast as a red-maned stallion. She's as quick as a cowgirl's heel. She's as warm as a desert flower, Lord, you know she's as cold as a hometown jail. Everything I've told you and some more. You know that I just need her, I don't know. He was coughing cold and crazy in the rain. I wish I'd had the sense to ask his name. Now when I think back on it now, it crossed my mind. But the man that I was looking for was nearly twice the size. Well, the colors told the truth beneath his eyes, and he was standing there in broken shoes that leaked along the sides, and he had a Florida road map folded down in the pocket of his raincoat, you know, the plastic kind. No, the streets a raging river when it rains, and that lamppost is just a lighthouse dressed in pain. Anybody here seen Charlie? The young boy says he knows him. No, sir, we ain't seen him none today. silver airstream stained in rusty chrome. I knocked upon that trailer door, found nobody home. And I could smell 6 months of drunk and dirty clothes. There must have been 50 empty bottles filling sacks beside the door. And I kicked around inside for just a while, wondering why I was going to all this trouble anyhow. Now from the looks of things, he ain't been around for days. Oh, what the hell, man, just forget it. I was curious anyway. Because the streets are raging river when it rains, and that lamppost is just a lighthouse dressed in pain. Anybody here seen Charlie? Young boy says he knows him. No, sir, we ain't seen him none today. I heard footsteps on the front steps just behind me. She said, this one ain't for rent, son, but I got one down the line. Well, God damn it to hell, this place smells and I got some work to do. But you don't know how glad I am to be shut of that old fool. I asked her what she meant, and she said, dead. She went to work, pulling dirty sheets off a dirty bed. And she said his name was Charlie Ray McWhite, and he died in Pensacola, Florida, a week ago last night. Because the streets are raging river when it rains, that lamppost is just a lighthouse dressed in pain. Anybody here seen Charlie? Young boy says he knows him. No, sir, we ain't seen him none today. And if we had our doubt, that we'd tell you anyway. So it's yes, it's some will call it a love song, honey, lost in the melody, lost in the rain. Just another song about love gone funny. heard it before 1,000 times. But it's shameless love that sings the song when it's all been sung and the music ends. Tears are only salty water and the shameless love again. Some say love is an outlaw railing. Sun goes down and away he flies. Still the blind man's watching chain and asks politely for the time. Shameless love makes a thief out of me. Catch me, chain me to the prison walls, and I'll rust the chains with salty water. Shameless love will set me free. Yes, me here's my heart and all that's in it. Some say roses and some say thorns. Some say I'm a fool to give it, crazy as a moon in a midnight storm. But it's shameless love that killed the clown. Somebody turn that spotlight down. Wash his face in salty water when shameless love abounds. Yeah, I wish you'd been the first to love me. Take me to your Texas towered plains. We could sleep and dream with one another, far away from the raven's wings. And this shameless love makes a dreamer out of me. Shameless love is all I feel. Tears are only salty water and dreams are only real. Yeah, some's gonna call it a love song. Honey, lost in the melody, lost in the rhyme. Just another song about love gone funny. Heard it before 1,000 times. But it's shameless love that sings the song when it's all been sung and the music ends. Tears are only salty water and the shameless love again.